Virgo, May of 2022. Ten of Swords spiritually. The Lord intellectually. Ten of Cups physically. The Ferret social. And the High Priestess emotional. Earth Wisdom, Virgo, May of 2022. Divine Love. Divine Animals message for Virgo in May of 2022. Dolphin. Soul Trees message for Virgo in May of 2022. Earth. Alright, Virgo, spiritually in May, you're like at the bottom. Nowhere but up from here spiritually. Bright new Phoenix rebirth spiritually, because, you know, typically I'm talking like it's the Death card, but it's the Ten of Swords, but it's in the spiritual aspect. And this person's like stabbed to death. And so that's why I'm referencing death as well. You lost your armor. You've lost your structure, your standard. Spiritual. This is all spiritual. But now, you know, there's only growth from here. Only up from here. You may feel like you can't grow anymore spiritually, and that's all there is. Or it's like not real, or it's fake, or whatever the issues are you're having spiritually. But have renewal and faith that, or potentially try to have faith that things will get better. Alright, Virgo, the Lord. Intellectually, you are being sincere, orderly, typical Virgo stuff, justified for the greatest good of all, for everyone, through love, compassion. Or you're the opposite. You're a dictator. You're authoritarian. You're petty. You're being tyrannical. You're trying to justify your way of thinking through immature, petty stuff. Like, oh, they deserve it, or whatever, you know, or that's how the word works, or whatever immature way of thinking is. So try to make sure you're on the the change you want to be, not the change you don't want to see. Alright, Virgo, for your physical aspect, this is 3D, finances, values, how you value yourself, how you value others. Physical realm stuff as well. In correlation, that's what I'm talking about. You know, your health as well. So you're either blessed and you have wonderful physical aspects in your life, 3D realm stuff, or it's all falling apart and it's breaking up and it's time to learn a lesson from what you've done to deserve this. And you're like, well, I haven't done anything to deserve this. Well, you know, or why got me? There's a lot of, hey, there's more to learn behind just what you perceive to be true. There's a lot more to your story than what you're thinking. You have to consider possibly that this wasn't meant for you, or these things weren't meant for you, or past life stuff you may have done, or some kind of your thoughts or your doubts or what you project out onto others may have come back to haunt you. Alright, Virgo. Socially, you are either not having the alchemical process of being in tune socially with others, and you need to work on yourself and the balance between yourself and others, and boundaries and protection, and making sure that you are full circle rainbow blessings, water flowing, getting your proper resources together, being with the right people to help you obtain those things. This is more of an inner reflection with the outer projection consideration here. What can you do, maybe? Or how could you change your perception? How you could change your attitude? Or maybe you have it all and you're doing great, and this is just a confirmation. Alright, Virgo. Emotionally, the high priest here is connected to your spiritual and your social, and wanting to potentially be a part of a spiritual community, or being with a spiritual person, or just marriage in general, or having trouble with those things. Your emotions are maybe a source of the problem because you're having a hard time balancing your emotions, or being tradition. Because this is also the Hierophant, so this is also part of like learning from established spiritual connections that you would resonate with. Divine love. The rose is a well-known symbol of unconditional love and healing. Rose quartz amplifies love, compassion, and kindness. We are humans who carry within us the light of the divine, and as such we are capable of expressing that love, even when circumstances make it difficult. It is easier to slip into love and compassion when you've experienced it yourself. Open yourself up to divine love. Make a commitment to it. Bind yourself to it. Tie a ribbon around your waist or your wrist to remind you of your divine marriage. I am loved. I am committed to nurturing my loving relationship with the divine and with all beings. 42. Dolphin. Happiness is not a continuous state, although it is a worthy feeling to seek. Know what makes you happy and do more of this. Happiness has everything to do with your reaction to life rather than what happens to you from outside sources. If you place your happiness solely in the hands of other people, then you will be disappointed. The goddess Yamaya began as an Orisha, the spirit of the rivers and watery places in Africa. When her waters broke, all the waters of the world were released. So her realm is the water rather than the sea or river. Yamaya slips between the waves, fish-tailed like a mermaid, playing between the waves with moonlight woven within her hair. She is the mother of all, and the nourishing and life-giving power of water. As her people were taken upon the slave boats to faraway lands, they still honored Yamaya in the bellies of these dark, dank, and death-stalked vessels. She heard their desperate pleas, for she was a goddess of hope, and she came with her dolphins and swam alongside the ships, keeping track of where the people were. When there were storms or high seas and boats were shipwrecked, it was Yamaya who saved the people by reducing the waves or showing them where land or other boats were. Many saw her in the moonlight waving to them and showing them where to swim. Sometimes she sent her dolphins to swim by and support those who could no longer swim, bringing them close to shore or to some floating object from which they could get support. The people thanked her and told her children of her, and today Yamaya and her dolphins still look after the people by granting them hope, happiness, and wishes. Wherever dolphins have been seen, a story has been crafted about them. The ancient Greeks, with their mythos around boys riding dolphins and Poseidon, the sea god, being able to transform them or control them, are probably the best known. Other seafaring nations, such as those of the Polynesian, have stories mentioning the magic of dolphins. In ancient times, the spotting of a dolphin at sea was considered to be good luck, and seafaring people saw dolphins as allies and bearers of goodwill. Today, millennia later, seeing a wild dolphin hurtle inside and out of the sea, hurtle itself out of the sea, breaching through the water at the side of your craft or surfing down the face of a glassy green wave alongside you is still an experience that moves us to joy. There are more than 40 members of the dolphin family, from the large killer whale to the tiny Maui's dolphin, and new species are still being discovered. For example, the spinner dolphin was confirmed late in 2012 in Western Australia. Dolphins are extremely streamlined and are very fast in the water. They are not fish but are mammals, giving birth to live young. They breathe through the blowhole in the top of their head only and not through their mouths. Dolphins have strong social bonds and live in social groups called pods. They communicate with a vast variety of clicks and sounds to each other and cooperate together to hunt and care for their young. Dolphins have been observed staying with and assisting sick and injured members of their pod. They have also been observed assisting struggling humans in the sea by keeping them afloat or protecting them from sharks. Dolphins are highly intelligent and have large, complex brains with two hemispheres that work independently of each other. For example, they sleep. With one side of the brain in slow wave, which enables them to be conscious enough to breathe and to scan for threats at the same time. Their brains are also powerful interpreters of the echolocation they use, which is sounded through the smiling lower jaw. Their teeth are shaped to receive incoming sound signals so they can quickly perceive with amazing accuracy where objects are. If you ever swim with the dolphins, you can hear many clicks they send towards you to check you out. Dolphins are one of the few animals that use tools utilizing sponges and sticks to find food, which is a characteristic once only thought to be attributed to primates and humans. Some scientists have called for special rights to be given to dolphins as non-human persons because on a high level of their intelligence and want it made illegal to kill or make them captive in any way. Dolphins have few wild enemies, however, humans are inflicting great damage. See that curved smile on a dolphin's face? That will give you a hint about their magic. When you feel tired and weary, when you have forgotten what is like to play with friends in an easy way or to just run free, call on some dolphin magics to remind you. The joyful magic has been used since ancient times, and dolphins have always been seen as being an exceptional creature with happy intelligence that has been benevolent for humankind. Symbology: Poseidon's trident, two leaping dolphins, women or boys riding dolphins, dolphins in ships, shells with dolphins painted on them. Earth, spend time in nature. This will inspire, ground, and focus you. So the story is: be happy, get grounded, go out in nature, find some divine love inside and out in the beautiful things of the world. Get some spiritual rebirth here. Make sure you're not a tyrant or you're thinking very negatively. Also, maybe this will help with the blessings, or you be appreciative of the blessings, and doing the right alchemical process socially by doing your inner work and balancing the social life. And the High Priest is teaching you all this. Thanks for watching, Virgo. This was your May reading. See you next time.